is telling me that we have to find another way to bring money in order to pay for the services that is needed within Clayton County. When I saw this, I saw this morning, guys. Look, I saw it this morning. Look, and I was amazed about the request from the sheriff that is sitting in that seat right now, which is Sheriff Allen. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that, because as a state representative, I will be there to be your voice, because at this point, I don't think we should pay more taxes from our homes. You know, it's too much. It went down a little bit, but still, it has been hard for the families to compete with the gasoline.
Okay.
Yeah, with the food, which you know is very expensive right now.
Very expensive. Carton of milk is $6.
Yeah,
I mean, a gallon of milk, almost $6.
I don't have a steak, guys, over there. Don't think I eat steak here, because the steak are too expensive. I want to check a little steak. That my husband likes steak. You know what I mean?
Baby, you got to wait 90 days.
It was like
every 90 days.
$19 a steak.
For 2 steaks?
No, only one.
No, ma'am.
Just like that. Just
no,
like
ma'am.
that. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna buy that.
I love you, baby, but it's not in the budget.
Yeah, it's not in the budget, because I would need to buy 2 steak, one for me, one for him. That would be what, around $40? No, that's not.
No. What about the sides? No sides?
no sides. That's with no.
That's with no sides.
That's with no sides.
So this is the reason why we need Maggie in office, so she can make sure those things are taken care of. These things are discussed. Listen, we're live now on Inspiration 98.7. We're live, so you guys can tune in as well and check us out. Please tune in. https://airtime.com. I apologize. https://airtime.airtime.pro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, we're on live from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Inspiration 98.7. You guys are more than welcome to call in. I am waiting on you guys to call in. The number is 605-313-5147. Again, the number is 605-313-5147. The code is 439-112. Maggie is waiting on you guys to call in. If you have any questions that you need answers, if you have any suggestions, any ideas, we would love to hear from you. If you just want to know, just want to speak to Maggie, you want to speak to Maggie and just, let her know how much you appreciate her standing up for your community, Jonesboro, Lovejoy, and Hampton. She needs to know that you support her. She needs to hear it. Not only do she want to see you in action, she wants to hear you. She wants to hear your voice. She would love to speak to you and let you guys know how much she appreciates you as well. Again, we're asking for donations on today so we can make sure her campaign gets to functioning properly. We're ready to start canvassing on next week. The goal is $15,000. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. No. Tomorrow is the last day for Women's History. Let's make history for Maggie. This district was created very, very recently.
In December.
December. So
it's an open seat. It's what they consider an open seat. Yes. So it's not incumbent. And just for the people out there, I'm Democrat. I'm a Biden delegate. I'm also the liaison for voting rights of the Democratic Party here in Clayton County, representing the Democratic Party at the state level, to making sure that voting rights are covered. They will call me if something during the election is wrong. I will go over there and fight for your vote and fight to make sure that everybody can cast their ballot with no problem. So I live in Georgia 25 years in the same place, right here, 10096 Tarraglin Drive,
awesome.
Hampton, Georgia. Come and get your plate.
Don't be late.
Go and get your book. Come and get your book, and also bring your donation. So I have been here 25 years working with the community, working with many politicians, Democrats, to get into office, like Mayor Ford, Sandra Vincent, and Terpley, Devlin Cleveland, Sherry Burden, and I could keep going of all the Keith Evans for City Council of Stockbridge. I have worked in many campaigns to help get Democrats into office, especially women, because we want to make sure that women can get into office. That's why I wrote the book, The Secrets of Campaigning, so you think you can run, because that way in the book, if you read it from top to bottom and you go by stages one, two, and three, you will know exactly what to do, how to do it, and how to win. Certainly, more than winning, more than running for a position, you need to understand what you're getting into in terms of what is the commitment that you're going to have with the citizen. Don't think this position earns a lot of money, because it doesn't. It only makes a year $23,000. That's not a lot for all the work that you have to do.
And that's not why you're doing it.
And that's not what I'm doing. And I'm a retired teacher. I have my income. I work with many candidates, helping them through Starbound PR LLC firm. And I work to make sure that our candidates get into office. Right now, I'm helping the person that is running for Commissioner 3 of Clayton County, Dante Long, Reverend Dante Long. We went to our first
town
hall candidates forum, and it was incredible. I think he's the best candidate for the seat.
Awesome. I can't wait to speak with him.
Yeah, he's very informed, very articulated. He knows what he's talking about. He knows how to get this district out of District 3, because right now that's not happening. And we want to make sure we are like Fayetteville, that we are like Peachtree City, that we are like Buckhead, that they're in Tier 1 instead of, Tier 3 instead of Tier 1. So it's very important to know that we could work with the commissioners and have a great relationship with them, because we will not agree in everything.
Right.
But if we do it respectfully, we could get this county far, far away. The sky is the limit when it comes to how can we develop this community.
Yes.
Good restaurants, good places for walkability,
family outings,
a little water park, not a big park which it becomes like a white elephant, like the one that they did in Fayetteville. It's beautiful, but
it's too much.
Yeah, but it's really, you could control it. It's not too much to maintain. You see where I'm going? And then you have all these businesses around to make sure that we can enjoy the family, but
accommodate the citizens.
Yeah,
of Lovejoy, Hampton, and Jonesboro. Now,
so here's the link for people to go in case you are driving or not, or whatever. Make sure you go to Inspiration 987 Airtime Pro and listen to us on YouTube, or we are live streaming right now. So let's show this to the people on Facebook too, so they see what I'm talking about. So we are transmitting live through Inspiration 98.7. So 98.7. So
listen, also, with Maggie being in the seat for District 74 as the Georgia representative, she needs to build relationships. She needs to build positive relationships with the commissioners and with the other people that are up at the Capitol and in other offices, in other seats. It's about building relationships. It cannot be on you. It has to be in you. Maggie has what it takes. She has the energy. She has the spirit. She has the knowledge. She has the what word I want to use? She has the drive that's needed to force these bills into office, to get the money that District 74 needs. She needs to be in the seat. And without your help, without your support, without your communication, without your teamwork, it won't happen. She belongs in that seat. She deserves to be in that seat. She's going to make history. And your support, your love, your donations is going to be a part of her history. It's not just going to be her history. It's going to be your history, our history. And it takes a team. Just like it takes a village, it takes a team. And without you, this is not going to be possible. So we're telling you that we need you. Everybody needs somebody, and we need you. We need the community of District 74 to come out and vote and support. Again, if you need a ride, 404-543-3046. Early voting is April 29th, and the actual date is May 21st. So we need you guys. If you need transportation, if you need a ride, 404-543-3046. 404-543-3046. April 29th is early voting. We would love for you to come out and early vote. Why is it important that they early vote?
Early vote is important because there are different reasons. You might be working May 21st. You might get sick by May 21st and you won't be able to vote. You might need to go to another state because something happened to one of your relatives or sons or daughters or parents or grandparents. You might, for example, I have seen people, they get sick. They got COVID or they got, and then they're not able to go. So early voting is important because you could just go there. The lines will not be long. They'll be very short, except the 29th. Usually the 29th, a lot of people come out and vote. But if you come Tuesday, April 30th, it will be better because that way the lines will
April
be short.
29th.
April 29th will be a Monday.
Okay.
So Tuesday is better,
Okay.
April 30th, because that way you don't have to wait in long lines. Because usually the first day, a lot of people go out and vote.
Now, also, it would behoove you to go on Maggy's website, www.maggymartinez.com. Look and make sure you're voting at the right site.
Yes.
It is very important that you update your address, all your contact information. This is important. This is something that we need you guys to do now before April 29th.
Yes.
If you're not voting in the right place, your vote will not count.
No, and then you have to do a provisional ballot.
Exactly.
Then you have to curate 3 days after at the voting registration office. Why do that? The only thing that you have to do is go to MaggyMartinez.com. Remember, Maggy is Maggy, and go to the tab that says voting. Right there is a link that says SOS. Just click it, and then that's going to take you directly to the Secretary of State. There you put your first initial, last name, county, and your date of birth, and it will pop up immediately.
Where you're supposed to go.
Your voting card will pop up right there. It's like a little link. You click it. You could print it if you want. You could take a photo if you want. But you want to make sure that you are voting in District 74. Because, for example, if you move and you did not change your address, you need to go and vote where you register because you didn't change it. So don't wait until the last minute to find out that you never changed the address. And let me tell you, this happened a lot. And then you go and have to vote provisional ballot.
And this might not count.
No, it doesn't count only if you curate your ballot. In other words, 3 days, you only have 3 days after you vote to go to the voting registration office, bring your ID, and tell them that you live where you live. But if you have not changed where you used to live, then it's not going to count. Because
and we need your vote. We need your vote to count. If you're in this district, we need your vote to count. So please, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we need you to go on Maggy's website, update your information, make sure everything is correct. If you have anyone that has turned 18 in the last 30 days, we need you to get them registered. Yeah. It is very important. It is imperative that you get your kids, your children, your nieces, your nephews, whomever that needs to register to vote. It is very important that you get them out to vote. This vote does count. It's no little vote. It's no little campaign. It's no little race. All races are important. All campaigns are important. All of these registrations need to be taken care of in the proper time. Everybody deserves to vote. Everybody deserves to vote. Your 18-year-old, your 19-year-old is still in your home that have not been shown how to register. It's up to you, mom. It's up to you, dad. It's up to you, auntie. It's up to you, grandmama, cousin, whoever that guardian is. It is up to you to make sure these people are registered to vote. The school systems needs to start doing it. I wish that was something that they could do to make sure when these kids turn 18 that they have something set up to show them, get the parents to sign the permission form saying they approve them, showing them. But I wish it was something that could be done. A lot of this will be eliminated.
Well, the thing is, if you are getting your driver's license, right there, you have the opportunity to register to
But if
vote.
you don't know,
But if you don't know, probably, but usually they ask you, but it's important that you, when you get your license, that you've registered to vote. It's as simple as going to my website, register to vote, and that's it. Second, a lot of people say, I don't vote, I don't care, my vote, it doesn't matter. When you do that, I'm going to tell you what happened when you do that. Imagine this table that we are right here, okay? If I don't vote, those people that are in this table are making decisions for me.
And you, and you, and you, and you.
And that's not good, because your vote represents
you
through me. Your representation, that's why the word is representative, because I'm representing your views, your goals, your needs,
your life, your future,
your
children's
the
future,
education of your children, the infrastructure,
yes,
the sidewalks, the roads, the hospitals, you name it.
All the complaints you have.
A representative is your representative of your needs. When I hear people say, oh, I don't vote. When you don't vote,
you don't get to complain.
You don't get to complain, but when you don't vote, the problem is this. Somebody's making the decisions for you. You don't want people making decisions for you.
You're giving up your right.
You're giving up your right. You need to go and vote, because when you choose a person to sit in office, we just the vehicle, we just the car, we just the bridge.
We need your gas. We need your gas. Your gas is your vote.
Yeah.
If you vote, that's your gas that's going to keep me going and going and going and going. And I won't stop. As long as I got gas, as long as I got your vote, as long as I got you pushing for me, why would I stop? I don't need a break. I want to keep going because I want to be able to fulfill your needs. I want to be able to give you what you need. I want to make sure my community is good, but I need gas. I need your gas. I need your vote. I need your $33. I need your $25. I need your whole $15,000. But if you don't give it to me, then how can I do what I need to do? How can I do the job that you asking me or that you expect me to do if you're not giving me gas, if you're not tuning me up every now and then? When y'all say tune me up, that means you're coming out to support me. You're coming to the town hall meetings.
That's right.
That's the fuel that I need. That's that tune up that I need. Because when you come out and I see you, guess what that's going to do? That's going to make me work even harder. That's going to push me to go ahead up there and ask for what you guys need. I'm going to get the money that we need. I'm going to get the business created. I'm going to open up opportunities for other people to open business and to be greater than great. But if you don't give me what I need rotating every now and then. That means I need to be able to go up to the Capitol. I need to be able to get around. I need to go to the Capitol and let them know where we stand, what we expect and what we need. I need to earn and get their respect. But I can't get rotated. I can't get tuned up. I can't get gas if you don't go out and vote.
That's right. And President Obama, he has on YouTube a presentation where he talks about the importance of voting. You do not delegate your responsibility and your needs to somebody else.
That's right.
Because your needs are different from the other person.
That's right.
So when you vote, you are telling me that you are going to be my voice at the state level.
I trust you.
Yeah. That is why this position is called honorary. It's an honor to be in that position because you are going to represent the people. This is not about salary.
So you carry 44,000 people on your shoulders.
On my shoulder. 44,000 people
in this
on
community.
my shoulder. In this community
Hampton,
alone.
Lovejoy, and Jonesboro.
Yeah.
In this district, District 74 has 44,000 people that Maggie will carry. I will only carry you. She will only carry you if you give her the fuel that she needs. If you support her, if you vote for her, you have to go in there and vote. Get a ride. Tell a friend, I need you to go with me. Let's buddy up. Let's go to lunch. Let's vote. Let's go out and vote together so we can go to lunch and make sure Maggie get in here, because Maggie is the type of woman that's standing on her word. She's standing on her word. She's standing in business, and she's standing on the fact that you guys are entrusting her to go out and represent District 74, but she cannot do it without your help. It's no I in team. She can't do it by herself. And again, after you guys vote her in, she's still going to need you.
That's right.
She's going to need to see you guys show up.
Yep.
I'm trusting that once you guys get her in seat, that you're going to show up too. District 74 is not really big. 44,000 people is not a lot of people. Yeah. So it should be very easy for you guys to come out and support Maggie when she needs you. That's you right. Ask her for these things and she give them to you and you don't show up. You wasted your time. She's still going to do what she's supposed to do, but she needs you to hold her accountable. In order to hold her accountable, you got to show up. That's right. You got to show up and be in her face. Maggie, I'm here. We are here. We're here to help you. What do you need us to do? We also need you to volunteer these next 3 weeks to come out and help her campaign.
Yeah, we need to pack the promotion in plastic bags. We need to count them,
volunteers.
Put them in box. We need all that. We need
be a part of history.
Hands on.
Be a part of history. So now, what views of financial transparency and government accountability do you foresee?
This is very important, and I'm going to tell you why a representative is very important. Because you're going to be the person that is watching. That's why she and I will make a joke. I got the time and I'm watching, but it's serious.
Yes.
You know, when you are in office, your main responsibility is to make sure that the budget that I approve for District 74 is used wisely, transparent, and accountable.
Yes.
Okay? It's not just approving the budget and nothing happened, and then I'm not going to look at it, and then I'm just going to look to the other side. No, it doesn't work that way, because that's why you choose a representative, to make sure that you can trust the government's institution and that the money is going to be spent in what is needed to be spent. Because we gave a contractor, not me, let's make sure the commissioners gave a contractor a contract to a person for a total of almost $600,000. Let's round it up. Almost $600,000. Just imagine for a moment. $600,000. He went away with the money. He did not return the money to Clayton County. The project was not done. So the question is, who bested this investor without knowing who this person is and whether this person can really do the projects that he promised that he will do? Okay? So as a representative, you have to be watchful where the money goes, who's using the money, where it's funded, how it's funded, for what is funded, and then it has to be an accountability with a report, an annual report where it says, okay, the commissioners use the budget and this allocation, this budget allocation, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we go over there, we see the project. The projects were done. Okay, good.
Check.
Now, check mark. Everything is fine. We are there for you. This is not a beauty competition. Don't get me wrong. We look beautiful. She's beautiful. But that doesn't mean that we don't have
work to do and brains
to work with the necessity of the community. So it's very, very important that we work together to make sure that we bring all this transparency and accountability to the citizens of District 74 and the state of Georgia, because it's not only for District 74. Once you get elected, you're making bills for the whole state, and you're approving the budget for the whole state.
So this is why it is very important that Maggie gets an opportunity, because she is a person that's going to hold the county accountable. Mm-hmm. She needs to have access to these records. She needs to have access to this information. As soon as she gets in the seat, Maggie's ready to take off running. Again, your gas is her vote.
My gas is your vote. That's right.
Your gas is her. Your vote is her gas. She needs your vote so your she can move. She can keep moving and doing what she needs to do. Maggie's not going to stop. So we need you to make sure that you get out there and vote. Maggie, what do you believe is the ideal relationship between the governor and the legislator?
This is the problem that we have, guys. We don't help our Democrats candidates. We don't help them. We don't help them to get into office. So right now, the way Capital State is structured, the majority of the legislators are Republican. Okay? So when we are ready to present a bill, if we don't have a good relationship with what they call the other aisle, the other side of the aisle, when they say the other side of the aisle, what they're referring is at the Capital State, the Democrat sits in this side and the Republicans sit in this side. Just to give you an example, okay, to understand when we say we cross the aisle. If we don't cross the aisle and work with these people, nothing is going to get approved. Nothing is going to get approved. But the question is, why we are not helping the Democrats candidates
get into office?
Get into office. They struggle to raise money because people are not giving. People are not giving money. Why you're not giving money? If the people that you put in office, you need to support them in order to make it happen. Imagine for a moment, just for a moment, if we have the majority from day one, when I get into office, it will be January 2025. When I get into office, imagine if the majority are Democrats. I will present the reproductive rights bill with no...
Explain to them what that means.
That means the reproductive bill's right is for women to have the right to have the medical attention she needs in terms of everything related to abortion, rape, any condition that your baby might die in the womb, because it is not only about abortion, it's the consequences that motherhood had with it. God decided, okay, God, woman, you're going to be responsible for bringing children to the world. But we should have then the complete control of our bodies.
Not a man being able to tell me, or anybody being able to tell me what I can and cannot do
with my
what's
body.
Legal and what's not legal.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way. This should be only between the doctor, the husband, in case she's married, and the woman. Why we have to complicate things? Why we still talking about abortion? Why we keep messing up after Roe versus Wade went away? Why we keep talking about this issue when we have so many issues in our society
that's more important,
where our children graduate from college and only 49% decide that they're not going anywhere because they don't have the money to go to college. Only 21% statewide go to college, probably because their parents can't afford it.
Yes.
Right? 21%, and don't quote me wrong. We are creating a society of dumb people. Why? Because we are not providing the resources for our children to get a higher education. How can we, as a society, think that our children can make it in life if we don't provide the tools for them to go to college or to go to a vocational program, which is costly too.
But that's why it's important that you get out and vote. If you get out and vote, these are the things that Maggie can help control. It's all about control. We cannot have control if she's not in the seat. If the right person is not in the seat representing you, they will not have control. If the wrong person get in that seat, they're just trying to get a seat, have somewhere to sit and not do the work. Don't care if they run out of gas. Don't care if they're not fueled up. Don't care if they're not tuned up. If the wrong person get in that seat, these things will continue to happen. That's why it's the same repeated cycle. That's why nothing is changing, because the wrong people are in seat. You're not making the right choices. We're not getting out voting. We're not getting out supporting. We're not getting out helping make the right decisions for a change. We ask for a change. We want to change, but we're not doing anything to change. We're not even changing. We're not even changing what we did 2 years ago when we didn't vote. We didn't change our mind to go out and vote. Same thing. So it's going to happen. It's going to be a cycle, a repeated cycle. We have to break these cycles.
It's a bad cycle. When we think about it, it's a very bad cycle because I don't know what it is, but somehow somebody said that voting is not important, and we kept repeating it, and we kept repeating it and repeating it. I'm not going to vote. Oh, my vote is not important. Oh, I don't like politics. Everything is politics. Let me tell you something. Everything is politics, because politics equals to policy. Let me say this again. Politics equal to policy. If we don't establish our policies, we don't have politicians, we don't have policies. We don't have you voting, we don't have policies. Politics and policies go hand in hand. Politics is not a bad thing. You may have a couple of rotten apples out there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the majority of the elected officials are rotten apple.
Right.
You need to understand that you have a vote. You have one vote. I have one vote. I could bring my ideas. I could bring my issues. I could bring your concerns, but I'm one vote. But imagine for a moment, all those votes are Democrat. By day 2, we will have
everything.
Reproductive Right Reform Act, bill, whatever you want to call it. It will be approved and it will be signed by the governor. But we have to get out there and work. I see a lot of people that they go and do their nails. How much is the nails? Your
$75, $125,
$80. Okay, how much is to do the hair?
$200 or more. And all we asking is for what? $33.
$33
to get the right person in office. To make sure you guys can get all the things and the tools you need to be great. Your kids, your family. It's just not about Maggie. Maggie is in the community. She lives in your community. She lives here. So of course she wants great. Why not want somebody that is dedicated and passionate about making sure things are right, making sure there is a change? The key word is change. You should want to change. You should be at a point in your life where you're tired of the same thing, nothing happening, the same people being put back in office that's not doing anything, but sitting and talking and not making any moves. You should want something different. It's about you. It's up to you to make the change. It's up to you to make the difference. If you don't get out and vote, if you don't encourage your friends and your family, shame on you. Shame on you. I'm challenging you to get out and support this campaign. I'm challenging you to tell your friends and your family that's in District 74 to make sure they get out and vote. Advise them to go to Maggie's website so they can see see themselves, who Maggie is and what she stands for. Let them find out for themselves. You can tell them what you know, what you have learned, but they need to read up on her herself to see why it's important and why she's the right candidate for District 74. Do you believe the beneficial state legislators have a previous experience in government and politics?
It's very, very important to have previous experience, because the state legislature session is only 3 months, January, February, and March. A lot of people don't know this.
Wow.
So you cannot go in there to improvise. You cannot go in there to learn, because from day one, you need to present the bills necessary to change the society.
Wow.
So you cannot be over there trying to learn the Robert's rule. When do I vote? When do I speak? You need to go in there hands on And I will be the first state representative to win in 2 different states.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's history. That's her
history.
story.
Yeah.
Her story, history. Her story and history. Those are 2 important things. It would be amazing to have her story and have history made with Maggy Martinez as the Georgia representative. It would be amazing. This is a new district that was created. NEW.
I didn't see it that way. Yes. It's a new district, it's a new history.
Yes. Okay. And it's her story.
Wow.
She want to be able to tell her story. She want to be able to give other women and other people opportunities to do the same thing she did. But it has to start somewhere. We have to start here with going out and to vote and making sure Maggie gets the seat. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And it's important that people understand what is the legislative process when you get into office. First of all, we are there to debate. I love to debate. You can tell by now I love to debate. You have to draft bills that benefit you as a community, you as a family, you as a woman. And then you have to work diligently with the governor, which he's a Republican, I'm Democrat, to see if he will be able to sign my bills.
So I got to humble myself a little bit.
Yeah, so you know how it is. But the complexity and to navigate once you are in there is amazing. You are welcome to come take one day off from work, because it's important to learn all this process, what we do, what presenting, what was approved. A lot of people don't do that.
So basically, you got to put on for the city of Hampton, Lovejoy, and Jonesboro. You're gonna be, you know that song, "Put On for the City." I put on for my city. That's what you got to do.
Yep.
You got to put on, whether you want to or not.
Yep. It is what it is, you know. And you need to have the familiarity with the dynamics, you know. How can I build relationship with the other side in order, because this is not about me. This is about how we can approve laws that will benefit you, family, woman, business, whatever, right? So the dynamics, you need to know the dynamics, because you cannot go in there and fight everyone. You will debate though on the floor, because that's another thing.
Right.
But you need to establish those relationships in order to make it happen for the citizens of District 74. So the dynamics is really, really important. And you need to have policy expertise. This experience is given because I was a former state representative, and you really need to know, and I read a lot. People don't understand how important it is to read every day, because when you understand specific policy areas, then it's much easier to present the bills and debate them at the floor and fight with all of it. You don't fight, but you fight. You know, it depends who you're fighting. So it's important that you debate your ideas and craft legislation that will benefit, in this case, my community of 74. Because, like you said, I have to claim it, right?
Yes,
I'm claiming
yes,
it.
that's her seat.
And network and relationship with other colleagues that not necessarily they are in your party. Okay, so once you know this dynamic, and knowing that they're not your enemies, they're not your friends, but they're not your enemies
either,
and you could establish a diplomatic relationship with them.
Now, how important is that to you to build a relationship with legislators? How important is that to you?
It's the most important thing. Is you really want to bring legislation that will bring the necessary changes for your district. If you're not able to establish that relationship, you're cooked. Like I say in Puerto Rico, está cocinado. You are
it's
cooked.
A wrap.
You can't do, it's a wrap. You can't do anything. You see where I'm going? You really have to know the dynamics, build the relationship,
be able to collaborate,
know policy expertise, and then it could happen. Otherwise, it won't.
So is it important to you to share information with the other legislators, try to learn things from them, negotiate, things like that, compromise? And how important are those things to you as well?
If we're not able to establish those relationships, then you have not learned anything.
Okay.
The most important thing in terms of when I was the state legislator in Puerto Rico, I was like they call the novato legislator. That's the newly
new kid on the block.
Yeah, the new kid on the block. Yeah, the new kid on the block. And you see how the others look at you. She's coming.
What she got? What she brings to the table?
What she brings to the table. And then my first term, I was legislator of the year 1999.
Oh, wow.
So I do remember one of my colleagues came to me and said, "Oh, how much you paid for that prize?"
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was so disrespectful.
So you don't think I have it? So you don't think I got it? I'm not that girl?
I'm not.
Okay,
right.
Hold on. Let me show you. So here I am, 20 years later, 20-some years later, and I'm about to hold two seats.
That's right.
20-some years later.
That's right.
I'm watching.
You're watching.
I got time today.
Yeah, I got time today too. So that tells you, first of all, it tells that comment from my colleague. It tells you one thing: no respect to a woman.
Yes.
That was very disrespectful. Because just because you are a woman or just because you are a new kid in the block, that not necessarily that means you cannot bring the necessary changes to our society. And second, to say how much I pay for that prize, that's very disrespectful too, because you are telling me that I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it.
I'm not qualified.
And then when the chairperson, not the chairperson, the president, because over there they call it the president, over here they call it the another way. He presented a resolution to congratulate me for that. There were a couple of colleagues of my own party that said no, don't give her that. So he just said, "Come, Maggie, just come to my office. I'm going to give you the resolution. Don't worry about it." Instead of
giving me what I deserve, giving me my flowers.
Yeah.
I deserve that light. So you took my light from me.
Yeah.
So here I am shining right now.
I'm shining.
So remind them on May 21st when you get that seat. I want you to remind them.
Yeah, I will.
I want you to remind them of that 1999 and 2024.
Yeah.
How my light is shining.
Yeah. And I want to show you the price. I'll be right back. Let me show you because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful award. Yeah, it was nice.
Miss Johnson.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I think Facebook has stopped me from sending out messages.
Really? You been blocked on Facebook? You been blocked on Facebook?
Yes, it won't let me send any more messages out.
So how we doing on donations?
Well,
we're doing pretty well.
We're doing good.
Yeah, he's sending it. Yeah.
So we got to make sure the young lady, Miss Gloria, we got to make sure she get her prize because she was the 5th person to donate on Cash App.
Yeah.
So if you can get her information, we can after we take, at the end of the night, we'll make sure we reach out to her and let her choose which option she get. We need 5 more because I was given to the 5th and the 10th person. So so we still need 5 more. And we'll see what she wants. I mean, if you can call her now if you want to see which one she wants. So we'll see what other options we have.
What's her last name?
Stewart.
Gloria Stewart. Yes, she donated $150. She donated $50. I'm sorry, $50. Yes, so we can see which one she want. We can see which one she want.
All right, I will do
and then that will give us the other 2 options. Okay.
All right, got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So hold up now.
Okay, this is the award.
This why your light was shining?
Yeah.
Look, you guys.
That was the award given as a legislator of the year. It's in marble because the building of the marble, the Capitol building built in marble, and that's why they did it that way, and glass because of the transparency.
Does that say April?
It says
Is that April 15th through the 21st?
it was
August?
given on April 15, 1999. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
So this is why one of the reasons why she qualified. Her work speaks for itself.
Yeah, you can see
the work ethic shows many are called, but only a few qualified. And so this alone shows you that Maggie is qualified. She was called to do what she does. She enjoyed doing what she do. I don't think she will continue to do what she do because, like she said, it's not about the money. It's only the salary is only what $24,000, as she said. It's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
It's the work itself.
Yeah.
You understand? It's the work itself. It's because she believed in the rights. She believed in her community. She feels like the community deserves better. So in order for the community to do better and to have better, that meant somebody needs to be in that seat that is called and qualified. So she was not only called, she qualified for it. And being in politics over 30 years, 40 years, and still standing, hair still pretty, skin still beautiful. She still have the beautiful smile. She still have the energy. She still have the drive to give you guys what you need. But again, she cannot drive without your gas.
No.
Without your vote. We need your vote. We need you to come in, show up, and show out. You know how you did from the beginning when you made the state blue? You made everything blue?
Yeah.
We need you to make it blue again. We need to have
yeah.
control in the Capitol.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we have control in the Capitol. And without you voting, going out, making sure the Democratic Party is sitting heavy on the other side, then we cannot have the control that we need. Okay? Also, Maggie.
Yes.
Executives should have emergency powers. What are your thoughts about that?
I think the only emergency powers that the governor should have is only and only in a case of a natural emergency. It happened once here. You remember, like 5 years ago,
yeah,
when the snow stopped the whole, and that was a big emergency. Other than that, I don't think we should grant the governor anything except that emergency power. So now we have Dante Long coming in. Woo! So we're gonna leave this seat for Dante Long. No. Oh, you take it. Okay. Go ahead. So,
Dante, Mr. Long, are you ready?
Sure.
Come on this side.
yeah.
And then I'll come back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna let Dante Long come on, Reverend Dante Long come on and introduce himself. He is also a supporter of Maggie, and he's gonna let you know why it's important for you to go out and vote for Maggie. Why it's important for you to make sure you come out today to 10096 to meet him and Maggie. We need you guys to donate. It is very important that you help us get this campaign goal reached on today. The goal to be met is $15,000. Okay. Yes, we said by 7 p.m. today, but tomorrow ends Women History. Why not make history for Maggie? Why not match her goal, reach her goal? Why not take us to the level that we're trying to reach to make sure that we can get the team that we need, the staff can be taken care of, and all the campaign needs can be met. I need you guys to log on to www.maggiemartinez.com. I need volunteers to register. I need you to make sure that you're registered to vote, to make sure all your information is in place, make sure all your information is updated. I need to make sure that you're going to the right polls to vote, because your vote will not count if you're voting out of district. Okay, if you have moved from the last time you voted and you didn't update your information, you have time now to update it. If not, you have to go back to the district that you were already registered in. Dante Long is going to introduce himself. He's also going to give you his information and let you know where he stands and what he has going on right now. Get ready to receive Dante Long. Thank you.
Okay. We are here, back here. Yes.
I want to say good afternoon to everyone here that is watching and has been a part of this telethon. What a great opportunity it is for all of you to take a moment just to share this. Let somebody know that we're here for a great cause on today. We are here because we have been given an opportunity to be a part of a significant movement, and that is to elect someone to the brand new District 74 that has been formed. And the reason why this is significant is because this is a brand new opportunity that we have never seen in the likes of our state. District 74 is a brand new district here in the state of Georgia. And with a new district being drawn, now we need new leadership. And now, because we need new leadership, this is where you play an active part in supporting good leadership. Good leadership is found through Miss Maggy Martinez. Miss Martinez is not someone who is an implant or someone who comes out of nowhere. She is a proven leader that has been in our community serving so many other public officials throughout the state of Georgia, throughout Clayton County, throughout Henry County, and now that District 74 has been formulated, I believe she is the perfect choice. Who am I talking about again? Miss Maggy Martinez.
Whee!
She is a proven leader for District 74. So I want you, if you can, please share this telethon with someone. Hit that share button, because there are people that are inside of Clayton County that need 74 is primarily in Clayton County. Let me give you some data. This is a great time for you to pull out your smart device, take those notes, or if you got paper and pen, go ahead and write it down. Clayton County is comprised of roughly 300,000 residents. That makes us one of the larger counties in the Metroplex of Atlanta. But unfortunately, of the 300,000 residents, only a small fraction, 60,000, are homeowners. Dante Long, what are you saying? If we were to take 10 people and line them up, what we're saying is only two of the 10 are homeowners. And so this has caused us to experience one of the main components of Tier 1 status. Stay with me. Number two, when we talk about unemployment rate, those persons who are currently working versus those persons who are not employed, the Clayton County unemployment rate is higher than the average rate of any other person in the state of Georgia. So that gives Clayton County a higher unemployment rate. Stay with me. Thirdly, in Clayton County, our household median income, that is to say what men and women households, whether it's a single parent or two parents or a senior or a college student with a job, however, the household median income is lower. One study says it's somewhere roughly around $45,000 is the average amount that a family or a single parent brings into a house inside of Clayton County. And that $45,000 is lower than the average household median income in the state of Georgia. So you put the household median income coupled with the higher than average unemployment rate, and on top of that, you list that only 20% of the residents are homeowners. All of this flies under the banner of Tier 1 status.
That's right.
Tier 1 status.
So it's important that you understand that District Commissioner 3 and District 74, basically they have the same region,
correct,
which includes Jonesboro, Lovejoy, and Hampton. But also in the case of Commissioner 3, which is Dante's, and we are going to claim this today. Dante's Commissioner seat, District 3, has a little bit of wet area to the north.
I also have, and I'm so excited about this, I also have parts of Riverdale in and around the Taylor Road area of Riverdale, in and around the Corinth Road of Riverdale. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going to be in Riverdale because just as recent as last night, over 25 residents in Riverdale pledged their support for Dante Long, District Commissioner 3. But Maggie, to the point, most of District 3, I dare say about 85% of District 3 and 100% of District 74 are a part of Jonesboro, Hampton, and Lovejoy. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if we look back, I think a new generation of politicians is coming to Clayton County. And this new generation is committed to improve the quality of life of all the citizens that are here in Clayton County. Not only that, we bring to the table a plethora of experience, me as a former state legislator and Dante as an administrator, bringing to our local churches finance to make sure that our society is well put in terms of money, and our churches to make sure that they could also bring services to the community, because sometimes we forget that churches really bring a lot of services to the community. And if we could work among politicians, representatives, and church, that's key in every community, right?
Right. Maggie, I said just the other night at our community forum where many of the politicians were, and some of our politicians were talking about future endeavors, what I'm going to do. And that has its place. But as I stood up, I said to them, I have already secured over $10 million for 6 churches within Clayton County. And I'm not to boast on that or to brag about it. It's just really the work that I have done providing financing for many of these churches to be able to further serve the community. Let me just share this if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to shout out Pastor Terrence Curtis at the Calvary Baptist Church right there in Jonesboro on Betty Talmadge. I don't know if you remember, Maggie, but at my kickoff, in the beginning of the kickoff, Reverend Curtis said, I want to thank Dante Long because that church was facing an insurmountable amount of debt from a local bank during the pandemic where people were not giving.
Many businesses and churches,
But I was just privileged to come in and negotiate with that bank and help that church shave off nearly $500,000 of its debt.
Excellent.
Now, fast forward 3 years later, about a month ago, Pastor Curtis had representatives from NACA there on his property where over 500 people came to gather information about becoming potential homeowners. And to the point, this is how state representatives, county commissioners, church pastors, and all community stakeholders can work in tandem to ensure that all of our communities thrive. So you may say, well, what does a state rep have to do with that? What does a county commissioner have to do with that? When we can provide the necessary knowledge, resources, and personnel coming together to work ultimately to provide a great quality of life, and not only just quality of life, but provide a ample service. Now a church is not just a place for worship, but it is also a conduit where people can come and receive information on homeowners assistance, how to fight a foreclosure, how to get information about back taxes, and so much more information. And I'm just so glad that we've been able to do that, not just at that church, but at 4 other churches right here in Clayton County, not to mention the businesses and so many more. And I'm just glad that we can continue to work with Maggy Martinez. And again, please, if you are watching this, I need you to share this with somebody because people need to know. And you can become the greatest resource for your family, the greatest resource for your friends, your network. Social media has provided all of us with an increased and an advanced network. And that's what I'm glad about social media, because in the days of old, we'd have to pick up and make calls and put a stamp on.
We can text a little bit.
We can text, we can email, we can
FaceTime,
Zoom. We can Zoom, we can Google Meet, all of it. And now I'm talking to you out there. I need you to go ahead and hit that share button. Go ahead and send it in Messenger. Let them know that Maggy Martinez is a proven leader. She is one that has no problem working with district commissioners, working with mayors. She and I have attended so many community meetings inside wonderful cities. I'll just go ahead and say it was about a month ago. She and I were at the city of Lovejoy, where we were able to hear about the wonderful development that's happening on Tar Boulevard, and to be able to say to them, we stand in full support, and we know that it's going to take development to bring District 74 and District 3 out of the Tier 1 status in providing good quality of life for all of our citizens.
Dante.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I finally get to sit down with you.
Listen, good things come to those who wait,
I
right?
received that. I received that.
Good things.
You just see my canvas patch. I received that. Listen, you're running for commissioner for District 3.
I am.
It's your seat. Do you
Thank
want it?
I absolutely want it.
Why do you feel like you deserve that seat?
I think I deserve the seat. Number one, as I said about Maggie, I'm not new to District 3.
Okay.
I have been serving District 3 on the planning and zoning board for the last 3 years. And somebody asked me, what's the planning and zoning board? And I've had a great time over the last couple of months to share. I've been on that board when developers come to try to build more in your community. I've been on that board when developers want to put a gas station right next to your neighborhood. I've been on that board where people want to come and put a convenience store right next to your community. They want to put some type of event center right next to somebody's community. And I have been one of the voices on that board to say, absolutely not. I have listened to the comment of thousands of District 3 residents, and really, for that matter, individuals throughout Clayton County. And one thing people will say about me is that I will never stop listening to the demands of the residents. And the reason why I'm running is because sitting on that board, that is the board that is most closely aligned with the Board of Commissioners.
Okay.
Some would say that it is almost 50% of what a commissioner does.
Okay.
But not only just that, seeing that our community is in this tier 1 status.
You can't say it enough.
I cannot say this enough. We are fighting an epidemic in our community of home ownership, and it's being done to us, and none of us really see the negative effects that it's having on our community.
So what will you do different than what the commissioner that's sitting now is doing? What will you do different? How will you make the change? What would Dante Long do to change? Because we definitely know that change needs to happen.
Right.
A lot of things have been repeated. The cycle have been repeated over and over again. How would Dante Long change that cycle? How would he break the cycle for District 3?
So what I've already said. Day one, once I'm elected, I am sitting down talking to Maggy Martinez on the state representative level. I'm talking to State Representative Eric Bell. I'm talking to all of the state representatives, hopefully with the rest of our commissioners, seeing how can we help those individuals who suffered some type of major setback, that is maybe a eviction or a foreclosure, and how we can work together to pass legislation that will enable them to now become eligible to become a homeowner day one.
What are your plans for the seniors of District 3?
My plan for the seniors is to continue to improve on the senior services that our county provides. I'm a firm believer. You never have to recreate the wheel. You don't have to bust it up. All you have to do is improve its efficiency.
Yes.
I want to make sure that in District 3, we are so privileged to have 3 multi-million-dollar structures. We have a community center located on McDonough Road.
Okay.
We have a wonderful state-of-the-art. I was just there this week at a forum, Performing Arts Center, the Flint River Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
And then we also have the Aquatic Center. All 3 of those multi-million-dollar structures are within District 3. And for my seniors, I have seen in other counties how they can use smaller facilities to transport those seniors, to provide daily state-of-the-art programming for them, and to provide quality meals for them, and also to provide financial assistance. And all I want to do is make sure that we continue to support our seniors. Also, I just spoke with a resident the other day. We're going to improve on the mental health aspect of our seniors, because we know that there's a lot of pressure on our seniors with these rising taxes that I talked about earlier with the millage rate, making sure that we don't forget our seniors. And while we're doing that, I want to also talk about our youth.
See, you know what? I'm not playing with you. Everything that I was coming next after you. What exactly are you planning on doing to help the youth with continuing ed, helping them get start their career path? These are things that need to be implemented in the school system. I know Clayton County, have a history of low budget, low programs, unavailable programs, opportunities for the youth, job assistance. So what is done? What do Dante Long plan on doing to make those changes in District 3 for the youth to help them get to the next level?
I'm glad you asked me that question. The recent Georgia Milestone study showed us this. 54% of all of the third graders in Clayton County are not reading on grade level. Let me say that again in case you didn't hear it for those that are in the back. 54% of all of the third graders in Clayton County are not reading on grade level. And I had a constituent ask me just last night, so are you blaming the teachers? No, teachers.
It starts at home.
No, I'm not blaming the teachers. My wife works for the Clayton County school system. Okay, so I'm not here to bash any teacher. I'm not here to bash any school administrator, any principal, any area superintendent, any program. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the data is clear. 54% of our third graders are not reading on grade level. It's a community problem, and it's going to take community input to rectify this problem. And I'm saying that now it is our job, all of the community stakeholders. Listen, I want to be district commissioner, but let me just look right in the camera and tell everybody, I cannot do this by myself.
That's right.
It is going to take the involvement of all of the stakeholders. It's going to take the parents. It's going to take the community leaders. It's going to take the churches. It's going to take the political officials. That's why, again, I'm glad I'm teamed up with Maggy Martinez, because it's going to take all of us.
Yes.
As I said the other night to the Office of the Youth Commission, it's going to take many of our young people who are excelling to mentor a lot of these children who are not reading on grade level.
They have to be exposed. And it honestly starts at home. The teachers can only do so much.
Absolutely.
And of course that we have those students for at least half of their day.
Correct.
They spend half their day with us. But if we send them home with homework and you too busy to help them,
right,
and then they come to school the next day and say, I didn't do it, or I didn't have no help. So that meant I'm taking away from John because Michael still not caught up with John and everybody else.
Or you want to couple that with the mere fact that our classroom size is still averaging over 30 plus kids
for one
teacher, and
yes.
maybe one parapro, right?
Yes.
And so I'm saying here again, we are blessed in District 3 to have 3 multi-million-dollar facilities where we should be able to offer all type of supplemental enrichment programs that can help our children. And I'm telling you, just like the tier 1, just like the issue happening with our children, this is not an issue that we're going to fix overnight, but we're going to start day one on putting in programming and putting in the necessary funding and resources that will enable our children to start on the journey of reading on grade level. So for my children, I definitely want to help you with reading on grade level. For my rising seniors and those that are graduating, did you know a recent study showed us that I think it's 47% of all graduating seniors have no plans to either go to school.
That's true. Military, continuing
education, anything of the sort, which really is coupling into that higher than state's average unemployment rate, right?
That's right.
And so what I want to do, I just left a meeting with the Clayton County Water Authority. I know that there are many businesses that wish to provide internships, workforce ready training for development and then hiring them on, not just the water authority, but businesses inside of Clayton County, small businesses. It's going to take a collective effort for us to reclaim our community. Because listen, let me say this to Clayton County. It's time for Clayton County to win.
Yes.
We have identified the problem, and I'm tired of talking about the problem. I'm ready to invoke the solutions that will improve the quality of life for Clayton County. I've heard so many, and I'm sorry, I've heard so many of my residents and my neighbors talk about the high taxes, about the beautification, and what are we going to do about our children? What are we going to do about our seniors? Now I'm asking everybody, let's get out to vote. Let's make sure that we don't complain any longer, but we effectively bring about necessary change by getting out to support. Yes. So I need you to go to the poll beginning Tuesday, April the 29th. Get out to early vote. Yes. Get out to early vote. If you don't know where to early vote, you can go on MaggyMartinez.com. On that website, you can go to my website, put in your information. Our team is going to make sure that you get that information. What is my website? My website is www.DAUNTALONG. That's my name, DanteLong.com. Go to Maggy Martinez or DanteLong.com. Find out where you're supposed to go and early vote. Yes. And then if you cannot make it to early voting, do not forget the date of Tuesday, May the 18th. Excuse me, May the 21st. May the 21st. Forgive me.
Where you sending them? Where you sending them, Dante, on the 18th? You sending them there early?
No, on the 18th. I believe the 17th is the last day that you can early vote. So the 18th and the 19th and the 20th, you are rallying all your family, all your friends. Yes. And then if you say, like many people told me last night, I don't have a way to the polls. I don't want to stand in line. I don't want to do this. You need to contact myself or Maggy Martinez to pick up an absentee ballot immediately. Pick up you can request that absentee ballot. One representative from either one of our campaigns, or at the rate we're going, Maggy, maybe both of our campaigns are going to go ahead and send you that. Or you can dial this number, 404-543-3046. Let me say that again, 404-543-3046. If you're watching it, put that in the comments for me. I need somebody to put that in the comments.
If you need a ride.
404-543-3046. One more time. 404-543-3046. And you can request that absentee ballot.
And a ride.
And a ride. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yes, we need 3 days in advance notification. If you need a ride, we're asking for 3 to 5 days in advance. Please call 404-453-3046 if you need a ride. We have transportation that is being set up only according to the request. So if you do not request within 3 to 5 days, we cannot promise to accommodate you. But we are willing to accommodate you to make sure you get out there and vote for Dante Long for District 3 Commissioner and Maggy Martinez for District 74 for your Georgia representative. Dante, I had another question. I want to ask you about budgeting. What is your intake on budgeting?
My intake on budgeting is that last year, our county commission could not balance our budget and had to borrow nearly $700,000 simply to meet the budget. And so
that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
And so I'm saying now, as your next district commissioner, I'm promising fiscal responsibility to make sure that we balance our budget. And we can easily balance that budget if we get more tax-paying homeowners. I'm just going to keep saying that over and over again because I want to drive that point home. And once we are able to come out of this tier 1 status, you will begin to see more development. The reason why we are having a hard time with our budget, we've not seen major development in Clayton County. Can I just go ahead and say this? It's a countywide issue.
Okay.
We stripped our development authority of all of its power.
Okay.
while you're watching many other county development authorities secure tens of millions of dollars. That's why you're seeing so many new restaurants in neighboring counties that our constituents are patronizing. Excuse me.
Yes.
And this is why you've seen so many things that people are going down to Henry County to have fun, because
they have more exposure.
They have more amenities.
Yes.
That's because their development authority have been given the ability. Listen, our taxpayers' dollars pay for the development authority's salaries. Why can't we use them to do the necessary development that is needed for our county?
Yes.
The one time we attempted to do some type of development in Clayton County, we handed over a check for nearly $600,000 to a man who went on the internet, printed out some plans, and got on a plane and went back to his native land. Okay? And so I want to say to you, I pledge to balance the budget. I plan to practice financial and fiscal responsibility and open transparency. Many people will talk to me about Dante Long, but you know what you did 25 years ago. There's been some people that have put out a smear campaign about what happened. I made a mistake 25 years ago in my life. You heard what I said? I made a mistake. Since that time, I have been able to become a homeowner. I've been able to become a husband, a father. In 2007, I was called to be the pastor of a church in McDonough, Georgia. Okay? I am not going to be defined by a mistake that I made 24 years ago. And I don't care how many times my political adversaries wish to notify people that I am what I did 24 years ago. That is categorically untrue. And I think that makes me more qualified to deal with our youth. Right? Because I can let them know I was there. I made mistakes in my youth, but I learned from those mistakes. And that's what I want to say. Even with learning from those mistakes, I know that I can provide the necessary leadership that this county needs. I've served on that planning and zoning board. I've made sure that our community does not allow more things to bring detriment to our county. I've seen where we have not been able to secure funding, and we've had to put a lot of things on hold because there was just not enough funding to make it happen. So I'm saying I'm going to make sure that I work with the other commissioners. And in this race in Clayton County, we now have an opportunity for a new chair, a new representative in District 1, a new representative in District 3. Right? And so now we have a golden opportunity, Clayton County. It's time for us to win. It's time for us to turn this around. We've been down for far too long, for over 15 years, moving into this tier 1 status. And I think it's time for Clayton County to win. I think it's time for us not to pay such high taxes. I think it's time for us to provide quality programming for our youth. I think it's time for us to invest in our seniors. I think that as your next district commissioner, that I can practice fiscal responsibility in making sure that we balance the budget. And as you elect me as your next district commissioner, and as you elect Maggy Martinez as your next state representative, you're going to see new leadership that is concerned about the well-being of the citizens of Clayton County.
So I want to give you, I appreciate your transparency. And with that being said, so you're agreeing that we can count on you to work with Maggy Martinez and other representatives on criminal justice reform. We can count on you to be heavily involved and help break that cycle.
Correct.
Because it's a cycle that needs to be broken.
Right.
And we need the right people in that seat.
Right.
To someone that has knowledge, someone that has the opportunity to give back, willing to give back, not allowing their past to dictate their future
and define
who they are. You're a prime example of why it is important not to judge, not to judge a book by its cover or its past.
Right.
You gave everybody the information that's needed to prove that you are well qualified. You too have the experience.
Sure.
I'm believing in God on this.
Sure.
That's your seat.
Sure.
That's
sure.
your seat.
Sure.
You ready to receive it?
I'm ready to receive it. And to the point you made just a moment ago, at the forum the other night, I was asked, what would you do to work with the county chair? While others talked about what they wanted to do, what they would tell the commission. I said, listen, guys, I have relationship with the 4 individuals who are aspiring to be the county chair. I've worked with every last one of them. I know them. I've sat down and had conversations. I know 4 of the individuals who are running for District 1 commissioner. I've had long-term relationships. I've worked on community projects. I've worked on teams with these individuals. I know the fabric and the landscape of the Clayton County current political system and those that are aspiring. So while I'm saying what we are going to do as District 3 commissioner, I'm going to work with our new county chairman or woman, right? And so I'm going to work, and we're going to work together. All of us have clearly identified that we have to come out of this tier 1 status. And we're going to work together to make sure that it happens for the constituents of Clayton County.
Thank you so much, Dante Long. We appreciate you for coming out. We appreciate you for being a part of Maggy's fundraiser today. Is there anything else you want to say to the viewers to help them go out and vote for you and Maggy? Let them know how to follow you, let them know where to find you, how to donate to your campaign as well. Let them know that you're standing on business and that you're ready to take District 1 to tier 3. I mean, District 3 to tier 3.
Really to tier 3, yeah. Yes. That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal. So I just want to say once again in closing, Clayton County, we have an opportunity to create change. I think that we have complained for far too long. I think also that now we've spent adequate time identifying the issues. You've heard us talk over and over again, and now it's on us. I don't necessarily want to say it's on you. It's on us to work together. That's why I'm glad for the initiative that you are putting in place to say, even if you're not able to get to the poll, you can dial the number. And again, I need somebody to put this in the comments. 404-543-3046. Because we got to work together in order for Clayton County to win. For far too long, we've been the laughing stock of the Metroplex. Everybody, I was just told the other day that the Clayton County board chair for the education stood up in a global summit and said, you all are not going to make fun of Clayton County. While I know that people think that we're the laughing stock of the Metroplex, or it's messed up here, as unorganized, you know, that day is coming to an end. New leadership is on the horizon.
And that's what it's going to take. It's
going to take new leadership. And so please let everybody know to get out and early vote. April the 29th, Tuesday, April the 29th. I'm leading right now a charge to get over 1,000 individuals to meet me at the various early voting places. Again, if you need to know where the early voting areas are available, go to MaggyMartinez.com, go to DanteLong.com so that you can identify where you're supposed to be. And once you find out, pass that information along. Let all of your neighbors know. Put it on the Nextdoor app. Put it on your social media app, if you will, because it's time for us to win. And we can't sit around and complain any longer. We can't sit around and talk about what we could have done, who should have did it, what they didn't do, when we have the ability to bring about the necessary change for Clayton County. So get out and vote for Maggy Martinez for District 74. Maggy Martinez is the proven leader that we need for this new district. And then lastly, get out and vote for yours truly, Dante Long, District 3, County Commissioner, Clayton County.
Yes. They make some noise, y'all. Thank you so much, Dante. We appreciate you stopping by. We know you have a busy schedule. This means a lot. Maggie is on her way.
Absolutely.
And like I told her, in order for her to get to her destination, she needs gas.
Yeah.
And the gas is the vote.
Yeah.
Them going out to vote, that's her gas that she needs to take everything to the next level, to get in that seat, to be able to meet us down at the Capitol, put in work. If she has to go to the other side to make friends and to be nice and be humble, then Maggie is willing to do that. Right, Maggie?
I'm right here, really.
She's really enabled.
I got the time, I'm watching, and I'm willing.
You better know it. And we need you guys to continue to donate to her campaign today. We have about 3.5 hours left. We still have time. We need our goal met. We need the goal met. Tomorrow, March 31st, is the last day of Women's History. Unfortunately, we're not celebrated all 365 days should be Women's History, because we make it happen every day. And Maggie Martinez, she's going to make history with becoming the first Latino woman to hold two seats. The first woman to hold an office in District 74, a newly created district. She's dedicated to making changes. She's dedicated to driving you guys wherever you need to go. She just needs your teamwork. She needs your support. Again, after April 29th, after May 21st, it does not stop. You have to show up and show out each and every time a town hall meeting is scheduled for you guys. Each and every time a forum is scheduled for you guys. Events that are put in place for you. Resources provided. Utilize the resources, because if you don't utilize the resources, they'll be used for something else, or they will not be available. Absolutely. We need you to be just as accountable as you're trying to hold Maggie and Dante. They're going to do their part. They both have spoken. They've shown you they have the experience. They have the knowledge. They have the resume. They both have the resume. Their resume, their work ethic is also showing you what they're capable of, what type of experience they have, what qualifies them for the seat. You have to be called. You have to be both called and qualified. Some are called, some are qualified. Some are called and qualified. These both candidates are both called and qualified. They're anointed. God has his hands on them. They're both going to receive their seats. And we're going to talk about this later on after the race. We're going to talk about this and we're going to celebrate, because they both put in the work. They had team people, team players on their side that not only supported them, they worked with them, they motivated them, they stayed with them in the race. They did not give up on them. The race is not easy. The race is not going to be easy at all. In order to make change, you have to put in the work. In order to implement change, you have to be in the seat. The right person has to be in the seat. Everybody's not fit to sit in that seat. Everybody's not fit to sit in District 3's seat of commission. They've had commissioners there, no shade. No shade. But the right person needs to be in that seat to make the change. You should be tired of tier 1. Absolutely. You should be tired of it. You've been tier 1 for a very, very long
16
time.
long years.
16 years. You should be sick or tired of being sick and tired. Nobody should force you to stay somewhere you don't need to be. You shouldn't want to be there. It's a reflection on you as a community. It's the community that's being also held accountable, because the community is not coming out. The community is not supporting. The community is not being a team player. It's no I in team. Who's ever sitting in that seat now, they could not do it in one term. Whoever did it before them could not do it in one term. The baton has been passed and passed and passed and passed, and no changes have been made. The same thing has happened over and over and over again. Until you guys get the right person in the seat, until you accept the fact that it's a problem, there will be no change. Dante Long is going to help you make that decision. If you get out and vote, I promise you he's going to take care of you. You just have to support and take care of him. Maggie Martinez is going to do the same thing. If you get out there and support her, vote for her, she's going to do the same thing. She's going to represent, not only because this is their community, it's because they believe in the future of this community and the district. They want to see a change. They want to see moves. They want to see action. action. But they need the fuel, they need the gas, they need you, the voters, to get out and vote and also support. Go on both their website. They both need volunteers. We're trying to start campaigning and start canvassing on the next week or so. We're trying to start canvassing, and in order for them to have the team and the staff they need the donations. We need donations. Donations. I cannot say it enough. We need donations. Money. We need your money. We need your money. Today was the day that only thing we asked you guys was for a minimum of $33. That's not a lot. You blow that. Going to pack of cigarettes costs $12. A soda, a canned drink has went to $2.29.
Yeah.
Something you don't need. You need them in office. This is something that you need. Spend them $2 on something that you need. Something that's healthy. Something that's going to help you be greater than great. That Coca-Cola, them cigarettes not going to help you. But them in office in the seats that's required is going to help you get what you need, help your families get what they need, going to help rebuild this community, going to help take these districts to the level that they deserve. All we asking is you to vote and donate and be a part of the solution. Yes. Maggy's Fundraiser, March 23rd, 2024. We're here today. We're waiting on you. We're accepting calls. 605-313-5147. The code is 439112. Again, that's 605-313-5147. Code 43112. We're asking you to call in if you have any questions for Dante or Maggy. They are here. I'm not sure how long Mr. Long is going to be here, but if you have any questions, any concerns, please feel free to call in. If he's gone, we will write the questions down and we will make sure we get them answered and post his response. Listen, you have his website. You have Maggy's website. We need you guys to support today, right now. Stop what you're doing. Drop a donation. PayPal is 404-543-3046. So is Zelle for Maggy Martinez, 404-543-3046. Cash App, $ Starbound 2022. STARBOUND 2022. Thank you for everyone that has been donating throughout the day. We appreciate you guys for donating. Don't stop now. If you feel like donating again, come on. We still have two incentives left for donators. We're giving away a 60-second clip promotional for your business, and we're also giving away a car detailing option. So you have those two options. I am not offering the book for free anymore, but you can go on Amazon and get the book. The book is on Amazon. The Secrets of Campaigning So You Think You Can Run. That book is available on Amazon. I'm not sure what we might do in the last hour, but right now the book is on Amazon. Please support Maggy if you feel like you want to run on a campaign. You want to go on a campaign run. You feel like you can run, then get that book and prepare yourself for the opportunity to learn how to be great on your campaign run. Also, that book will also give you tools that can help you in your future career path. You never know what's in the book if you don't read it. The book has so many great tools in it that will allow you to be greater than great, that will help you grow your business, that will help you with self-development. You just have to be open to receive whatever the message is in that book. You have to be open to receive whatever message Maggy has in the book. You have to read it for understanding. I need you to read it first, then go back and take notes, and then answer the questions that you need answered. Read it one time, then go back and read it again, and jot down your notes and your questions. So that way you can get a better understanding, because sometimes we miss things the first time. So that's why I'm saying go back and read it again, because you probably missed something the first time. But I guarantee you, with her skill set, her experience, that book will give you the tools that you need to be greater than great. It will give you the tools that you need to help you in your career path, to help you run your campaign. You may already know some things, but you may also need some assistance in certain areas. You may not have been critiqued in those areas, but if you read that book, I guarantee you, Maggy has took the time to write the book. She thought about the things that helped her. She thought about the tools that will help each individual along on their campaign. So I guarantee you, once you read it, you'll enjoy it. You may even pass it on to someone else. You may bless someone else with a book, but we appreciate you going on Amazon, getting the book. The book is called The Secrets of Running a Campaign. Do you think you can run? I need you guys to go purchase that book. I need you to support this campaign. Maggy, Maggy, Martinez, Martinez.com. Support Maggy. We need you. We need your support. We need your vote. We need your gas. We need your time. Maggy still has some food there. We had ate all the food. It's good too. Come by and get you a plate. Donate. We have salad. We have cake. We have drinks. Rice, chicken, potatoes. The food is amazing. The energy in this room has been top notch, has been perfect. Today is a great day. Today is going to continue to be a great day because you guys are going to continue to go on Maggy's website and donate. No amount is too small. The minimum donation is $25. On today, we was asking for $33 in order to qualify for one of the incentives that I'm giving away today. You have to donate $33. The ultimate goal is 15,000. We were trying to reach 15,000 by 7 p.m. We only have 2 hours and 45 minutes left in order for you to reach that $15,000 goal. One household cannot donate the whole 15,000, but you can take 5 of your family members and donate 3,000 a piece, and we would greatly appreciate it. You can take you, your wife, your children, your mother, your mother-in-law. We need everybody to tap in and donate something today from your household. Go around your neighborhood. Let them know we at 10096 Tara Glen Drive, Hampton, Georgia, 30228. We're here for Maggy Martinez, Georgia State Representative, District 74. Maggy?
Well, people, we got chicken, rice, beans. We got dessert.
You name it.
You name it. Come and get your signed copy. And it's only $25 and you will be contributing to the campaign. Come and meet all these gorgeous ladies that we have here. And understand the importance of the donations, because donations are key in order for the candidates to make it. Now, I want you to understand something. Campaigns are costly. Signs cost, promotion costs, canvassing costs too, because you have to pay by hour. You really have to work hard in terms of sending us a little bit of money to make sure that, just imagine for a moment, let me give you a scenario. If 44,000 people send $1, we're talking about $44,000.
Yes.
It's not that difficult. But since the Stripe platform doesn't permit $1, the minimum is $25. But imagine for a moment, if 44,000 residents of District 74 send $25, just $25 times 20.
40 times 20 is already.
Janita, do the math.
It's 800,000. 40 times 20 is 800,000.
44,000
by times
$25. How much is that? Janita is gonna tell us in a moment. It's very important. Let me
44,000 times 33.
There it is. Don't touch it.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Yeah. Just don't touch it. There you go.
1,452,000 if 44 residents donated $33. That is all we're asking. Do you know what that could do for this campaign? Do you know the type of canvassing, the type of staff we could have? Everybody will be taken care of. All the flyers, all the promotions, all the marketing, all the interviews, all the campaigning, everything that needs to be done to get Maggy into your seat that you are requesting for her to be in, that we need and want her in. Do you understand that this will take care of it? We're only asking for $33 per person. Per person. And until the books run out, if you come by the house until she run out of books, everybody will get a book that come by and drop off $33.
That's right. We have it right through. Just to bring it in. 10096.
Request a plate. Request a water.
The landmark is Lovejoy High School. So you could come by. We have staff here. They will give you an envelope so you could put your cash money there. Will be safe, and immediately it will go into the political bank account to make sure we account for the money that we receive. So it's very important also to be accountable with the donations that we receive. So that's really, really important. All these donations, you can see where the expenditures are going and where we are and what's the contributions that we are receiving. You just go to ethics.com once we do the report that is due April 30th, and then you will see there what we bought and what we received.
Yes.
So it's very important to also keep transparency in terms of the use of the money that we receive in terms of funding for the campaign.
When you're doing the right thing, you don't have to hide anything.
No, everything is there. So we send text messages. They cost money. We send promotion through the mail. That costs money. We need to pay the staff to do canvas, because remember, it's a lot of gasoline involved when you canvassing. You have to give them some sort of lunch, because you're not gonna have the staff hungry
out there for 8 hours and not eating or having anything to drink.
In this campaign, you could tell that we don't, right, Yarnita? Is we always eat. Eating first. Oh no, we eat. In this campaign, we eat. Yeah. Yarnita's making a joke over there. You know how she is.
I'm trying to look. I'm full. I'm trying to stay woke. That's why I'm rocking. Don't mind me.
Yeah. I know what she said, but I'm not gonna say it publicly. But yeah, we got
all of that.
We got all sorts of refreshment.
All of that.
All of it. Yeah. So
we brought Stella along. Y'all know Stella? We bought Jack, honey. Jack came. He stopped by. Jack stopped by. Stella stopped by. Okay.
Stella stopped by.
It was absolute the best.
Yeah. So, in this campaign, we're gonna keep everything clear.
Yes.
Because that way you know exactly where the money that you're sending is gonna be spent on. Basically, as I said before, more yard signs. Yes, we need a little bit of more yard signs to put on at the polling places by the 29th. We need to print more promotion. I try to save money and use Vistaprint when they have the 40% discount, because printing can be very costly.
Yes.
If you don't order your material ahead of time, it's very costly to deliver it, and it's very costly the printing. So it's all those tools are necessary in order to make a campaign. If we do events, we have to feed the people in those events, because
it costs for event space. If you can't get the place that you want, it may already be taken. They have to pay for event space. They have to pay for sound and equipment. All the little things that you think that don't count, they count.
Yeah,
they count. Nothing is free. Nothing is free.
Making copies for the canvasser, that's
3 to 5 cents a copy.
Yeah, the copies are too high. My goodness. Making copies, cutting the turf to make sure that we reach every single corner of the district.
Yes.
Certainly, I cannot do it alone.
Your website costs to maintain a website. It's a monthly fee.
It's a monthly fee. Yeah, Wix is a monthly fee plus the domain that you have to pay for the domain.
Transaction fees.
Oh yeah, Stripe has transaction fees. That's why you cannot donate $1, because then the transaction fee, Stripe stays with it. So that's why you have to do it 25. So probably they stay around $3 to $2 from the donation.
PayPal has a fee.
And PayPal has a fee, and Cash App has a fee.
Yes.
PayPal has the highest fee.
Very high.
So it's better to do either sell. I'm sorry, PayPal, but it's really high. You know what I mean?
Very high, but that's okay. Listen, we need donations. Facebook is riding us today, because we've been on here, and we said we was gonna be on here from 12 to 7. They tired of looking at us, but we're not tired of talking to you guys. We're gonna be here till 7 o'clock. We're gonna log off and log back on, because we want you guys to see us. We're gonna continue to share even after the live. We're gonna share.
Yep.
The YouTube, we're on StreamYard Live right now. We're on YouTube for Inspiration 98.7. We're going to keep streaming live because it does not stop today. Yep. We still need that $15,000 goal to be met. Yep. Whether it's met today, tomorrow, or the next day, we need it met. The point of today fundraiser was to make sure we raise funds to get awareness, because you may not have it today. You might not get paid till Friday, and that's fine with us. We just need you to donate. Yeah. We need you to be a part of the solution. Right. The solution is to get Maggie in the seat so she can fix the problem.
That's right.
How about that? If we get Maggie in the seat, we can fix the problem. Maggie is your solution. She's going to make it happen. You have to trust that she's going to make it happen. You investing in your future. When you pay those $33 or $25 or whatever your heart desires, you're investing in you and your family and the community's future. You are a part of history. That's all we're asking, is you to be a part of history. We're asking you to be a part of this campaign because it's a positive campaign with a purpose. It's a positive campaign with a purpose. You can't run a race if you don't have a purpose. You can't. It's no way possible. You cannot lead me if you're not led. I feel like Maggie has been led by the Most High to do what she has. That's why she stood so long. 40 years in the game. People don't last that long.
No.
So it has to be in you, not just on you. You understand? That's why it is important that you vote and put the right people in office, whether you're in this district or not. Wherever you are, whatever district you're in, you need to vote. No matter where you are. I saw people on here, they're not in this district, and I know you're not, and I appreciate you supporting and watching. But if you have family members that are in Lovejoy, Hampton, and Jonesboro, please share with them. Let them know that Maggie is running for Georgia State Representative for District 74 if they're in that district. If you're in your district, vote for whoever in your district that you feel is right and that's going to take your district to the next level. But we need District 74 to be represented. We need it to be represented right. Purpose. You got to have a plan. You got to be in position to push the purpose and have power to stand in front of these people and stand on business. You have to stand on business. That's not right. Just in it, you got to stand on it. You got to be on their neck. You got to let them know that you are there, that you're a representative, that you're looking out for the criminal justice system. We need somebody like Maggie to take over and make sure the criminal justice system is being attended to accordingly and properly. Am I right, Maggie?
Yeah, we need to talk about that because what's the use of us bringing our inmates out of jail, bringing them to society with no tools, with no educational background,
nowhere to stay,
no vocational training, nothing to keep them healthy, right? Because you want them to come out of jail and pay society. But the most important thing, why they have to wait 5 years in order to restore the rights back? They already pay society. Yes. Maybe they are in there 15 years, 10 years, 7 years. They already pay society. So we are bringing our felons outside with no educational background, the necessary tools to be successful. So guess what's going to happen? If you don't have the tools in front of you, what's going to happen? It's going to go back to jail.
And you're going to go back to jail.
You're going to go back
Same
to
mindset.
Same mindset. This is what we want for our young people that are coming out of jail. Because let me tell you something, the most of the people that are going to jail are Afro-American, and they're young people.
15, 13.
So
12.
we need to bring them back to society with a clean record.
Yes.
Why we don't start working on their clean record as they are in, seeing how behave within, the institution, where the jail they're in, that will tell a lot how he will behave or she will behave outside of jail. So I will say we could shorten this process to 2 years to 2 years and a half instead of 5.
Yes.
I understand what the law said. The law says you have to abide by the law 5 years in order to restore your right back. but it's too long. It's too long. My goodness, 5 years. Maybe we could bring it down to 2 years and a half.
Yes.
I think to show society whether you are a good citizen now or not, 2 years and a half.
24 to 36 months.
Yeah, I think it's sufficient right there to show and to restore your rights, so you could vote, to restore your rights so you could run for office. Just because you did a mistake.
Because one thing about it, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it again, just like that.
Right.
If they don't and they're running a straight and narrow, they're out here working, taking care of their family, they're paying their fines, whatever they need to do, they haven't gotten in any trouble. They're clean. You know, their record is clean. Their body is clean. They're not doing any drugs or anything. I think it should be a program that allows them to transition to the level.
Because what they have right now is not working. The reality is what we have right now is that I think it's a lot of stuff on paper,
okay,
but in action it's not there. Just to give you some stat, according to the Bureau of Justice, incarceration in the U.S. grew from 300,000 people in 1980 to 2 million in 2013.
So just imagine.
Just imagine
2024.
How many? Just imagine 2024. We don't have the stats of 2024, but that alone is telling you that we as society, we're not doing our job. And then, our young people, we're not doing our job. Because if we were doing our job, I will give you my 3 sons as an example. Married, children, profession. But this mother here, I was after them like a hawk. You see where I'm going? Oh, mommy, I'm going out. I'm going out where?
Where? With who?
With who? In what car? Under what situation? Because, no. They at the moment, your children will not like that that supervision, right? But it's your responsibility to know exactly where your children are at all time, even if they already look like old men.
Yes.
Because my 3 men are taller than me, 6'3".
But you still care. I'm still concerned.
I look at them like that, excuse me. No, that's not gonna happen.
Right.
And even though that you are watching them, they get in trouble.
Yep.
They get in trouble. And it's your responsibility as a parent, as a mother, as a father, as a single mother, it doesn't matter, that you are out there taking care of your children so your children are not part of this stat. You see where I'm going? It is the society that has to take a hold of everything that we do. And it's no excuse. When I studied in college in New York, I only had $1. Listen to this. $1. The hamburger was 50 cents. And the soda, not the whole soda, it was a cup of
the
Coke.
4-ounce Coke.
Yeah, just like that, really tiny. $1 every day. That's all I had to go to college and study. And then I work as a waitress. And I would get tips, you know, to buy my books, to buy my material, to pay for my expenses. What I'm trying to say that life can be hard on you, but it's up to you to make it easier.
You have to change your mindset.
You have to change your mindset. So what did I do? I was going to college. I was working, right? I was raising a kid, but I made it.
You made it. You change your mindset, you change your money. If you think small, if you think just enough to get by, then that's exactly what you're going to do. And you have to surround yourself around people that want something. If I'm the smartest person in the room, then that's a problem. I don't want to be. I want to be able to learn and take away from you just as much as you can take away from me.
That's right.
You have to surround yourself around positive people. And you know what's so sad? Back in 2010, do you know the judicial system spent over $2 trillion holding prisoners?
That happened.
$2 trillion. That was in 2010. Wasted money. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. We're talking
about $2 trillion.
It's incredible.
Now, 14 years later, just imagine. And instead of building prisons and instead of making money off these prisons, the same people that you allow to get in office have control over the prison system also.
Right.
But we're not thinking about that.
Nope.
They're not thinking about that.
They're thinking that it's not as a society we think it's not our responsibility. Yeah. Okay.
So yes, with that being said, Maggie, if we put things in perspective, I think that the 2 to 3 year rule, as you stated, would do our youth some justice.
Yes.
It would save a lot of lives.
Yes.
You have kids, some parents don't even know their kids. Sometimes I do Uber and Lyft, right? I'm picking up a teenager at 12, 1 o'clock at night. They're sneaking out. Man, just drop me off right here. No, sir, I'm not dropping you off right there. I'm going in this driveway. Now, if you're not supposed to be there, then that's on you. You need to go back. Now, I know I'm supposed to just do the ride, but I don't want to be responsible for nobody's child getting shot, getting hurt. When they asked me where did you drop my son off? Up the street on the corner. With no, the address on his app said that you dropped him off at 10096. No, he told me to drop him off on the corner. So then that's on me. They looking at me. Well, you didn't do what you're supposed to, but you ended the ride like it was okay. That's what I'm saying. We have to know what our children are doing. We have to know. You have young girls that are sneaking out the back. They're coming from behind their homes to get rides.
Yeah. Through the window.
Through the window.
And you sleeping and you don't know what's
You don't
going
even
on.
know your kid done snuck somebody in.
Yeah. But it's happening.
It's happening.
And that's what we need to be. Is like I told you, I'm a hawk when it comes to the kids. You need to really know where they are at all time because you don't know. Look, this statistic is so sad. People of color make up to 60% of the people behind bars.
Part of that 2 trillion.
Yeah, it's part of that the 2 trillion. Though only 13% of the U.S. population is black. Look at this. They make up the 40% of the incarcerated population. So somebody is looking to the other side, and we're not doing our job as a society, as a representative, as a politician, as a parent, as a teacher, as a whatever it takes. It takes the whole village to make sure that this is not happening.
We have to ask questions. We have to don't be your child's friend.
No.
Don't just because they don't want to be bothered, just because they don't want to answer. You can't answer my questions. You can't give me information. You can't go. You're the adult. I'm the parent, not you. So if they can't pick you up at my house, I can't meet their parents. And it's no spending the night. Spending the night. See, I don't know what's going on in their house, but I know what's going on in mine. Now they can come over here,
right?
But I don't know what's going on in that household. I don't know what type of activities. I don't know what type of parents these are. I don't know nothing about the mother. I don't know nothing about the father, the cousin, the brother. I don't know. So no, I'm not letting my daughter or my granddaughter go spend the night over here, and I don't know nothing about these people. I like to meet people.
And look what happened also. This is how our kids get in trouble. People of color are more likely to be searched than their white counterparts during a traffic stop. National survey data also shows that Blacks and Latinos are 3 times more likely to be searched than white. What's that telling you? That you need to know where your kids are at all time. It's our responsibility. I could make as many laws as you think of, but if you as a parent don't apply them, there's nothing I can do.
You letting your child be gone for 2-3 days at a time, and you don't know where they at.
No way. No, that's
anybody could be texting you saying I'm okay. All you know is you drop. Somebody picked them up, take them to the skating ring, but they ain't coming home. They going over somebody's house. That people you never met. Because you don't want to be bothered, but you taking time out to go to the club, or you taking time out. You working so hard to pay bills, and don't knock me. I know we got to pay bills. I know we got to work. But you have to know what your kids are doing. You have to know where your kids are at. You have to know that they are accountable and they're safe. It not only falls on the person that picked them up or the person they're supposed to be going to. You as a parent have to know what's going on with your children. You cannot allow the system to ruin your child. If you got the wrong person in office, that's exactly what's going to happen. If you don't have the right person sitting in that seat to help make the correct changes and make sure the right rules are in place so your child can have a future if they make a mistake, then guess what? You done lost your son or your daughter over something very small. These kids are getting what 5 or 6 years for their ounce of weed.
That's not good either. I believe that if this is what's happening, they should get community service. I don't think if as long as they're not distributing, in other words, they're not selling it.
Yes.
They should not be punished so hardly. And that's why we have so many detainees over there at the Clayton County Jail.
Weed. Not even major crimes.
Not major crimes. So it is up to us to evaluate the system and what we're doing and the policy, because really, I'm not saying that we're gonna let somebody out that committed a murder. We're not talking about. I'm talking about non-violent offense. Okay, because when we can work with our young people, it will be better off for the whole society.
Yes.
If I could have my neighbors working and with a good vocational training, I will have a better neighborhood.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
Give them something to do.
They will buy better homes.
Yes.
Because eventually they're going to leave their parents' home. You see, if you give the tools to our kids, definitely we're going to have a better society. And sometimes we say, oh, but how can I do that? How can you do that? It's up to you. That's why I'm saying it. It's up to us as a society, as a village, to take care of the kids, that they don't end up in jail where they're not supposed to be. Okay?
So what do you think would be some great solutions for the Criminal Justice Forum?
It's so much that needs to be done. It is not making more bills and more laws of what we already have. It's like the immigration law. We're talking about lately a lot about all these people that are coming into the United States. Well, they might be coming out because it's asylum. Asylum means that they are being attacked or being oppressed by their country. Now, United States has that law, asylum. You could ask for asylum. Now, there are people that are coming in because they are looking for better ways to live. Okay, fine. But then we say, should we give them a driver's license or should we not? I think we should. You know why? Because now you know who they are.
Yes.
Now you know how they look. Now you know where they live. You see where I'm going? Why can we give them a driver's license? Because now we have a record. Okay? And sometimes we put these walls thinking that, oh no, we should not give them a driver's license because they're illegal immigrant. But now you're gonna know whether they're illegal, they're not illegal, whatever. What's the status? They have a green card, they have permit, they have a student permit, they have a student working permit to work in a farm or to work wherever. And it's up to us to really look into the policies and the laws that we have right now and adapt them to what is happening right now. Society is not static. Society changes all the time. Look what happened after the pandemic, COVID-19. Everything changed. Everything changed. Before, you would go and see the doctor. Now you see your doctor through the television. Isn't that incredible?
Before, and you still get charged the same fee.
Or more. Yeah, it's so, in reality, we have to attemperate. We have to really make our new policies go with our society, right? It's much that we talk about education. We talk about that children are learning. But what you as a parent are doing to do their assignments. When I was a teacher, I sent an assignment home and the assignment came back not done.
Undone, yes.
So
what you letting them do from the time they get home till they go to bed?
So why the homework is not done? The homework is more important than even the class, because the homework is going to follow through the knowledge. It's going to reinforce the knowledge of that specific subject, whether it's math, whether it's whatever, Spanish or English or whatever. If you don't put your kids to read and to do their assignment, when they go back to the classroom, they don't have all the knowledge that you as a teacher has imparted to them in order for them to understand the material. It is up to the parent, not to the teacher, that they do their homework, because it's very important that they understand what's the subject about, what was covered that day. Let's go over it again. If it's math, let's practice again.
Yes.
Let's practice again instead of having them in the computer playing games or wherever, no, they should not be in the computer. They should be studying and following through what. Oh, by the way, the student always will say there is no homework.
No homework. do you know? I don't know if I told you, but I'm a special ed parent. I worked in the New County school system up until the pandemic, and one of the math teachers that I worked with, he would always offer after school tutoring.
Yeah.
Do you know only 1 or 2 students would show up?
Yeah, that's true, because they don't want to take after school.
They don't, and he would even come in the morning, sometime early.
Yeah.
If you don't want to stay after school, this man would come early or he would stay late. He's not being paid.
No.
And as teachers, we don't get paid a lot of money.
No.
It's just enough to get by, and really not by. You get it. You get it.
I offer tutoring and that income.
Yeah. No.
I guess because they wake up so early, around 6 o'clock, to come to the school. And then by 3 o'clock they're done.
Ready to go.
They're done. And that's why they don't take what it needs to be done after they come out of school.
That's when you giving, that's part of a parent's job. Your son or daughter is lacking in these subjects. You have teachers that are freely giving these free trainings, giving free after school tutoring, and you won't even tell your son or daughter, no, you're gonna stay. But you let him come home and get on the game for 5 hours.
Yeah. The problem is this: they don't want to go and pick them up after school.
Even if it's transportation, because some counties have the late bus.
Yeah.
Out there we have a late bus. And this one lady volunteered to so certain kids could get home because they knew the situation. This lady did extra rides in the evening time to pick certain students up if they stayed after. You got some that tell their mama they stand after for tutoring, but they stand to hang out.
Yeah.
Or they stand going over to the football field just to hang out and see what's going on. Yeah. But you still behind, you go home and do 4 or 5 hours on the game.
Yeah, but
and come to school. No math, no reading.
No reading.
Yeah. So
that's the problem with
we need more.
Technology is really good, but when it comes to education, it doesn't help.
It's not at all. We need more funding for after school programs as well.
Yeah. So anyway, we are here trying to raise funds for the campaign. Don't forget to visit my website, www.maggymartinez.com. Send your donation, but also check your voting status to make sure that you are in the list. Remember, if you did not vote in the last 2 presidential elections, you are purged out of the list. So it's very important that you go in again and check your voting status, update whatever you need to update. If you are at home and you're not able to go out, call us at 404-543-3046, and we will bring an absentee ballot application. You could also download this application on my website, MaggyMartinez.com, MAGGY Martinez.com. Make sure you download your absentee ballot, send that in the mail, and then you don't even have to get out of your house. Just put it in an envelope, send it in the mail, and just put it in your mailbox with the red flag on, and the mailwoman or mailman will pick it up for you, and then you will receive a ballot, a real ballot with a yellow envelope. Just follow the instruction, but be careful. Always check where is the last time you vote. What address?
Yes.
Because on your absentee ballot application, you have to write the address that you are registered to vote, and that you could do through my website under voting tab, MaggyMartinez.com, and there is a link that it says check your voting status, and there you will know exactly where you vote, where's your polling place, what are the next events in terms of voting, Everything is in there. So it's very easy, very easy. I did it very easy for you. And for to donate, much easier. You just, it's a little button that says donate. You click it and you send $33.
It's important.
Yeah, it's important.
We need the 33. We're trying to reach Maggy's goal. Maggy's goal is $15,000. We need $15,000 in order to get the canvassing started, to make sure we got the proper staff. We have enough funds to cover the cost to maintain the staff, to buy circulars, to buy flyers, to mail out flyers, to mail out whatever we need to mail out, to make sure you know who you're voting for, why you're voting, when to vote, and what you're voting for. We need you to support Maggy Martinez for Georgia State Representative for District 74. Again, she's making her history. She's making her story. We need you to be a part of her victory. All we're asking is for you to support her, give her the gas she needs to drive you to success, to drive District 74 to Tier 3. The goal, the ultimate goal, is to go from Tier 1 of Clayton County to Tier 3. That is the ultimate goal. If you are tired and sick and tired of being tired, then you would get out and vote. You would tell a friend and tell another friend, meet me at the polls. Let's go have lunch. Let's get out here. Let's support Maggy and everyone that stands for right, everyone that's supposed to be in the proper seats. It's up to you. You're going to determine where your community goes. You're going to determine how great your success story is. It's up to you. Self-development, education, all those things, all the programs, all the resources, anything that you need and ask for. If you don't get out and vote for the right person, you're not going to get it. Period.
That's
Point
right.
blank.
That's right.
And you,
Well, we're gonna take a little break.
break.
We're gonna post everything, and we're gonna come back at 5.
Okay.
Come back at 5 because we want to make sure that those people that are coming out of work can tune in and come by and get a plate of food and everything we have offered today. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Bless you, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you. You can still donate even though we're taking a break. We're not stopping the donations. No. Continue to donate, www.maggymartinez.com, or you can go to Cash App $Starbound 2022 STARBOUND 2022. You can also Zelle or PayPal at 404-543-3046. We have someone coming to donate now. We'll see y'all in a minute.
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
That's the way it goes on love train. Everything. So broken, so just on strong as the way it goes on love train. Nothing hurt to think, gonna make you wanna cry. Come on, it's love that special love. Love gives you time to another. That's the way it goes on love train. Find yourself. Sometimes heartstrings can be broken. You just have to keep on going. That's the way it goes on love train. Time everything gonna be alright. I got your love. You need to look no further. Don't you know? If you're my love, you'll never need another. Don't you know that I don't make no promises I can't keep? And I promise myself that I